everyone, my name is Yara, and today I have friends featuring Serena,
Hello.
Nikita,
Hi.
Priya,
Hi.
Shannon,
Hi.
Aryeh.
Hey.
Woohoo! So today we're going to be playing the Guess the Plot game. This is like not really original at all. I don't know who started it, but I will leave the person in the description if there was a person that started it. Essentially, I'm going to split my friends up into teams and I'm going to give them a book cover and they have to try to guess the plot of said book. This is kind of hard to choose some books because my friends actually do read, at least at one point in their lives they did read the most popular YA, so I couldn't do like Hunger Games or Divergent or Mortal Instruments and that's vicinity of books. But I did find some books that I don't think they knew. Priya was hard because Priya was in like she watched BookTube like in the peak 2014 phase.
Yep.
It was hard, but we found some. Okay, now we're gonna split up into teams. I'm just doing a random name generator that I did not prepare.
Alright, teams.
Yes.
Okay, team 1 is Priya, Serena, and Nikita.
Yay.
We're on this right half.
Woo! Team 2 is Aryeh and Shannon. So, what are your team names? Go.
Wait,
we didn't even think about it.
You need to pause for the
Okay.
Okay, wait, Yara, this was too on the spot.
Just think of one.
I don't. You think of
This
one.
entire game is on the spot. I feel like we gotta be better at this.
All right.
Demonic, can you just call us Team 1 and Team 2?
No. Yeah.
Wait, we'll do P and S.
Peripheral
Snip.
nervous system.
Snip, snip, snip. Team
Okay.
Snip, and your
Sauce.
sauce.
I was gonna say that before, but like I don't know, keep it PG.
It's okay. Saw and snip.
Snip and saw.
Son
Okay.
snip.
Snip and saw.
Okay. So the first book I'm gonna give them is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Just so you know, I've spoken about this series so many times. Let's see if any residual
read
memory. Priya read it, so she can't have this one. Okay, here's your cover. Wait, I need someone get a timer.
Oh, they're cheating.
I got it.
Cheating. Okay, timer has started, so you can go. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I'm thinking like something like creepy. Like super creepy.
I mean,
So there's 6 crows.
I feel like that's very false.
So it's Halloween night.
Okay.
And then let's say someone's reading this like old book with spells.
Okay.
Like in the library, she's like studying at night and stuff
Okay.
like that. And she's reading spells.
Okay.
And like let's have like a witch.
Let's add a witch.
Like in a spell she like wakes up
I
a witch.
see.
Shh.
Let's give this witch
You have
some
a minute.
characteristics. Okay. So
Maybe she was trapped by someone.
yes, for how long?
For millions of years.
Millions
Since the
of years.
dinosaurs.
So what's her plan now? What does she do now?
She wants revenge.
She wants revenge on everyone.
How about she was turned into a crow that lives forever?
Yes.
And then now she
Yes.
turns back into a witch.
Yes.
So and then now she wants to curse everyone else to turn into a crow.
Yes.
And then she has 6 people that she wants to like get back.
Specifically,
Yeah.
those people will be turning into crows.
Yeah. And then how about the girl that like summoned her? Like
Let's give
what
her
happened to her?
backstory. She...
An orphan?
Yes. She's an orphan.
You have 10 seconds.
An orphan who dies once the witch comes back.
She dies. How about like all
Time.
the 6?
Like all the battling that just happened.
Give me like the Spark Notes version.
Hey guys, I'm Aryeh.
I'm Shannon.
We're part of Team Saw, formerly known as so this is our story. Just for reference, I don't know.
She's gonna put it on the video.
Yeah.
Alright.
they know what Six of Crows is.
We know. So it starts in a library.
Yeah.
This girl is in a library and she's studying, but
On Halloween
on
night.
Halloween night, specifically.
October 31st
What's her
night.
name?
First. Oh, we didn't get her name. Ooh.
Rachel.
Her name is Rachel. So she's reading from a spell book, and in the spell book, she like is reading like page by page, and she finds out a witch.
For her witchcraft class.
Yes, that.
In the
Yeah.
library.
So and then this witch wakes up from an eternal like sentence
Millions of years.
since the dinosaurs
65
from someone cursed her to be a crow forever. So she couldn't speak, she didn't do anything, she could just fly like a crow. So now that she's back, she needs to like get her revenge on the people that cursed her to this. And there's 6 people,
Yes.
a goblin, a vampire,
People.
a werewolf.
You're changing your story, but okay.
We're trying to go for the specifics.
Rachel's an orphan.
Yeah. Frankenstein's monster, another witch, and a wizard. Bros.
And how about Rachel's an orphan, but all these people somehow relate to her?
Yes, they're all part of her family line.
Yes, her family
And that's
line.
why she specifically was able to like,
Yes.
because she didn't know she had those powers. And then the witch, because she was the one that brought the witch back, she has to keep the other person alive so that she can stay alive.
What?
Or else she'll turn back to a crow.
What?
I kind of zoned out.
And then how about at the end she's
Hey, this is not a Spark Notes. This is you adding on to it.
Well, that was all fun. So, the real plot of Six of Crows. You got it right that it's fantasy. It is.
Yay.
It is kind of dark, a little spooky. Not Halloween, no witches.
I think you could argue that there are witches.
You could actually, but you don't know enough of the story to make that argument. Okay, so essentially, this is in this world called, well, it's like the Grishaverse is like the whole series. And in this world, there are like people with like magical abilities. They're kind of like elemental, but this book specifically
Magic, huh?
takes place in this city called Ketterdam, which is kind of like Amsterdam, like this really big merchant capital. And we follow 6 people. I'm glad you figured that out. The reason why they're called crows is because the main character, Kaz Brecker, is the leader of this gang called the Dregs, who their symbol is a crow. So no actual crows in this series. And essentially, Kaz, he's like the leader of this like gang, and he's like the smartest, like he's like the leader like of the underground in this
So like
city.
the Rachel of our story.
Yes, the Rachel of the story. And he gets an offer to pull off this like impossible heist in exchange for a lot of money, and he recruits like 5 other people who have different skills. Okay, good job.
Wow.
So before we go on, I'm gonna establish, I never actually said the rules. So essentially, they're gonna give like their idea of what the plot is, and I guess the ultimate goal of these games is to see if they can get like the most accurate plot, but I kind of want them to be more fun.
Bonus points for creativity.
Yeah, so like if they're both not anywhere near, then I'll just whatever one I like better. This is not a fair process. But I'll get bonus points for like if it's accurate.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
cool. Up next.
Wait.
For Team Snip, their book is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, someone start a timer, please.
There's a lot of birds on this.
Those are moths.
Those are moths. And
Out of like a gold
It looks like
foil.
there's a dichotomy involved. Because they're
so like treading on acid. There's 2 worlds.
There's 2 worlds colliding. It would Pulitzer Prize? Sorry. That's not it's a P.
Wait, is this there's no time to think about it. Okay, so it's a girl.
Okay.
Definitely. She's a dreamer. She has her mind in 2 different worlds.
I was thinking, like, what if it's this girl who, like, thinks she's human, but, like, she actually
is a
has-
moth.
Yeah, she's, like, moth, and she keeps dreaming about these moth-related powers.
Flying.
And she, like,
And she doesn't know why.
Exactly.
It's haunting her.
Exactly,
every
she, like,
second of the
doesn't
day.
know. Like,
It's really haunting.
so wrong.
And she has a lover.
Yes, and
The lover is also a moth.
But then, like, this
She
other...
doesn't know why she's attracted to moths. But only in her dreams, and she can't talk about it in real life. It's like the Bee Movie. A little bit.
It's the B movie, but she's like trapped between 2 worlds.
Why is it gold and blue? You think the blue is the sky, it like represents the dreaminess.
Probably. It's, like, the 2 worlds.
Stop
like, she
laughing,
is...
Yara.
She's, like, like the blue part, it's like her like as it is
As a
now.
human.
As a human,
And
right?
the gold is the moth part.
And it's like coming towards her because you can like you'll see the cover when it's on there, but like they're like little moths going from like
They're
the
like-
gold punch and then
Because
gold
the
to
moths are
blue.
infiltrating her life.
Exactly.
That's what
There
moths are
it is.
Symbolism.
What's her name? What's her name? Sienna.
No. What was the girl's name in Daughter Smoking Bone?
I think
know.
she cheated
It's not
using
gonna
your
be the
prior
same name.
knowledge.
It's a different book. It's a different book.
It's the same
You literally
author.
screamed at us.
We screamed at you
Okay,
because
we
you
need to
ignored the fire
continue.
knowledge.
I almost purposely did that.
Okay. So
Time's up.
you didn't give him any more. Oh.
I know, he's unfair. It's like an unethical
So her name
thing.
is Sienna now because that's the only name we
Okay.
say.
So
So
strange-
Sienna.
We start with Sienna, who's a normal girl, but she's in high school, obviously, because all YA books are like that. But
Obviously.
she keeps having these dreams about moths.
About like flying.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't know how to interpret them. Like she thinks they're crazy, but then she has like this yearning to like fly, and like she doesn't understand
go
what's
towards
going
lights
on.
And it's
all
haunting
times.
her in her waking hours. She's like, what's going on? I just want to be in my dream world. You know?
And then, okay, I know we didn't discuss this, but I feel like with every YA book, like a new boy comes
Yeah,
in
no,
and
the
she's
boy-
like, I'm drawn to him, but I
mystery.
don't
Yeah,
know
the
why.
new
But he's secretly a moth.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that yet, but she can sense something.
And when she finds out she's attracted to him and that he's a moth, she's like
validated.
everything makes sense now.
Because
I'm
again-
meant to be a moth.
The
So-
theme is B-movie theme, like thing.
And
'Cause
she's
if you
drawn
look at
between
this,
two worlds.
There's like moths
like,
on
moths.
it. That was
You
I
don't
really
see
hope
it.
those are moths.
They're like-
Otherwise, we're just
They're gonna be.
Wait, are these butterflies?
They're moths. They're absolutely moths.
They're moths.
okay.
Okay, so we're good. We can
There are
identify
I thought they were birds. So like, okay.
Okay, so that's our story.
Okay. You like, we're like almost like low key there.
Until we start talking about moths.
No, moths are very important to the story.
Okay, but like crows were also important.
No, yeah, but like no, because like crows. No, but crows were like actually.
There were no.
It was like a name.
I'm still
like,
crying.
It's okay. It's fine. Okay.
It was just a symbol.
So what was the plot, Yara?
Tell us.
You kind of flipped the people. So the main character is named Laszlo Strange,
Oh, it's
as in Strange. the-
Laszlo.
Yes, as in Camp Laszlo, and like Strange the Dreamer, Laszlo Strange.
Oh, his last name is Strange.
Yeah, he.
Got it.
Okay, this is a fantasy world. Okay, we all established that. No high school.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no high school.
There's fantasy high school.
Okay, so he was an orphan. He worked in this as like an apprentice in a library.
Why would that their plot?
In this library. Okay, wait. I forgot to say something. So ever since he was a kid, he was obsessed with this city called Weep. But like one day, he was just like playing outside, and suddenly like the name like
How old is he?
at the start of the book, he's like 20, 19.
Oh, you said he was playing outside.
No,
So
but,
I was
like-
is he like 2?
No, at that it's like a it's like a
Oh, I understand.
yeah. When he was like
Oh,
young,
okay.
he was like playing outside, and then suddenly like everyone like they forgot the actual name of Weep. Like they didn't know what the actual Weep is not the actual name. It's like the people called it because they all forgot what it was. And so ever since then, he was like obsessed with trying to find it. So when he was like apprentice in the library, he would always read up on it. He was like the expert at Weep. No one remembered the actual name of Weep, and no one knows how to get there. But then these like people arrive in the town, and they want like some people to like come back with them to Weep, and he gets his chance to go see Weep. So then there's
Very similar to what we said.
this novel is dual perspective. So
Duality,
okay.
we said that.
There was a
dichotomy between
Duality. We
Oh,
had
man.
it. We had it going.
the duality
and
of.
the other character is named Sarai. That's why I laughed when he said Sienna. Yeah, I was like, that.
No big deal.
It's not that close, but like yeah, it's not.
It
It's a
starts
victory.
with S.
Sarai is a part of Weep, like she's a member of Weep, and
Oh, Sarai's a girl.
yeah, Sarai has this power where this is kind of a spoiler, but she has this power where like I don't even know how to describe it. Like
She can turn
moths
into a
come
moth.
out. No, she doesn't turn into a moth.
Oh.
Moths like come out of her
Oh.
like
Why?
at night, and then like when they can land on someone, and then she can go into their dreams.
Oh.
And like she used this to like kind of like torture people. Like she could give them like nightmares.
Oh no.
But then in one of the dreams, she meets Laszlo, and so they like form a connection because they're both like they want something like more out of their lives.
Oh.
to be a moth.
Fall in
Not
love.
to be a
love.
So like anyway, that's enough. Okay. I'm gonna give the point to Team Snitch. Because they were like kinda accurate, though I did really like your But yeah, so that took too long with doing the whole 2-minute planning and then it's the Park Notes version, so we're just gonna do 2-minute planning and then whatever they say in that time is their proposal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're up again?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because we gotta make
Wait,
sure that it's like
let's like stretch our brains out. Like,
flames.
Gotta
Brace
loosen them up.
boy.
Team Saw is getting The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I won the one I also talked about.
okay,
The Raven
so
Boys.
obviously they're in
There's
school.
some
They're
boys.
like they're in school. You can see their outfits.
Yes.
So they're a group of guys.
Yes.
Who-
4 guys.
Yeah, band together at a private school.
Yes. Because
Named
it looks like a private school.
Ravenswood.
Ravenswood.
Ravens Academy.
Yes. What is that? It's too blurry.
Wait, yeah, this is too blurry.
I'm sorry.
Wait, there's
No,
a
it's not your fault.
face.
There is a face on the raven. There's an eye.
Okay, so what are these boys like in school? What are they doing?
Do you think are we thinking like magical fantasy or like straight up like academy?
I feel like it's an academy type thing.
Academy, yes.
Yeah.
Like for all boys. All boys
Yeah, so
school.
maybe they're inducted into this like special group called the Raven Boys. Yeah, the secret society called the Raven Boys. And then these 4 kids who look like Big Time Rush, like low key. Yeah. How about like they have to like as their like initiation, they have to like hunt someone. Like they have to like find like the villain in the academy.
Scavenger, like the
Yeah.
raven.
And like this is their symbol. And these are not orphans.
No.
These are wealthy kids with wealthy families.
45 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so who are they trying to get? Who's the person this eye?
He looks old, like a master,
Yeah.
like headmaster.
Yeah, yeah. So how about it's corrupt, the academy?
Yes.
And
I mean,
they're
most
trying
academies are.
they're trying to like take over. And like this
Yes.
guy is like so evil and then one of them dies at the end. Which
Which
one?
one? The bald
The
one.
bald one. The bald one dies at the end.
20 seconds.
And then at the end, how about what happens at the very end after they kill him?
This guy, the headmaster,
Yeah.
they run the school.
Okay,
Okay.
are we close?
was like
You started out very good.
With the academy?
Yeah.
I mean, look at them. Those are some school boys.
Yeah.
Are they inducted into a secret?
No. That's where you started getting a little off. Like you missed a key aspect is that like they're not technically the main characters. They are the main characters, but there's one other who's like technically our main character. Her name is Blue.
Oh, you said her name.
So Blue comes from a family of psychics. But she's not psychic. She's the only
Aw.
one. But like she accompanies
It's like
her
a
mom
squid,
one
right?
day to like this I forgot what it was called. It's like All Saints Day or something where they go to the graveyard and they can see like the spirits of everyone who's gonna
All
die
Saints.
within that year. And
Wait,
she's
I feel like you've. Just continue. I feel like
I
I've heard
have.
this before.
I have said this.
I know.
No, it's okay. And then she sees this one spirit of a boy named Gansey. Because like she's not supposed to see anyone. So like because she saw one person, that means like she's related to his death. But like she never met this boy before. But then she like ends up running into him at a diner randomly one day, and like
Be cute.
meet cute. He's a part of that like 4-boy group
Wait,
that
is
attend
this
the
like
private
a
school.
Sabrina type town vibe?
I literally said that. Like in my
Like-
well, actually I never reviewed this yet, but like I was gonna say it has
That's
like
what I'm sensing, like, the
Stranger Things
diner.
and like Sabrina. It has a lot of Sabrina vibes.
We're adding that. They were the academy is in
You can't say I don't
Sabrina
know.
type.
Gansey is like obsessed with finding this dead Welsh prince. Yeah, we don't need to know more about that because like you find out later. Yeah, so she kind of just Blue just kind of gets like wrapped up in their like whole shenanigans. Her aunts have always told her like if you kiss your true love, they'll die or something.
What?
So like that's why this like there's like so much angst in this series. It's so good. There's no like headmaster character that's really heavily involved, but there is like an older person that is involved. Up next, Snip. Team Snip. I'll give you the hating game.
The hitting game?
I feel like it's not as
Game.
fun.
Because this is a contemporary. Like, it's not.
Fantasy.
How did you know that?
dystopian.
Because it sounds
Look
like
at it. It looks like Rainbow Rowell wrote that.
So we've got
Okay,
a businessman.
so
This is an
and
office.
This has got to be an
okay,
office.
yeah.
This is an office
Like
dynamic
office romance, but
Have you
like-
guys read Landline by Rainbow Rowell? That's like this.
Okay, I'll take
Because
your word
like
for
either
it.
it's an office or like they're at like a formal event.
So basically what's happening is they're gunning for the same promotion, right? Like they're trying to get up there, they're trying to climb the ranks.
So it's
And, like-
clearly a rom-com. It's like a little bit like To All the Boys I Loved Before, but these
I was
are
gonna
adults.
say I was gonna say what's the movie? Set It Up.
Oh,
Is that not what it's called?
It is
When-
called Set It Up.
Set It Up, where like the two assistants of their bosses try to set up whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
thinking
okay.
of Office.
Oh, I was
And
thinking
like, maybe
these two.
even if they're not gunning for the same promotion, maybe
Wait,
they're gunning
it's
for
called
the
the
same
hating game.
Yeah.
Though. So why are they?
because they hate each other first.
Cause like imagine
Because
like the
they're
guy
gunning
is
for the
like
same promotion.
the guy that gets
fiction
everything
that had this
handed to
plot.
him.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to worry
he doesn't
about
have to work
it.
for anything.
Exactly.
But she doesn't look. She doesn't look mad. She looks seduced.
That's why eventually it's a rom-com.
It's like she's like mad at him because everything's handed to him, but
and
then
she's
she
just
like
I
talks
just
to
want
him,
this promotion.
and then she's like, oh
I don't know.
crap, he's like nice,
Wait,
and I'm like,
maybe,
oh,
maybe
it's
she's
like, oh.
doing the like keep your friends close and your enemies closer thing at first, and then like they're both trying to get promoted, and she's like trying to get close to him so she can like find something out.
Okay.
And so like she's trying to get close to him. They like go out to like drink a few times, and then they like get to talking. And she's
And
like,
then she
oh.
actually likes him,
And
but
then, like,
she
oh,
did not at
oh,
first.
no.
She hated
She
him.
didn't
And
want
like
to.
this entire time, the guy was
Because
like
he's stuck up
ambivalent,
at
but then he
first.
starts talking to her, and he's like, "Oh crap, I like her too." And now we're going for the same.
And it's super cute. Like every time you read it, you're like, like it's like, it's just cute.
It's just a feel-good
Yes.
office romance.
Yeah.
You guys did really well. Okay, so it is about two people in an office gunning for the same promotion.
No big deal.
There was like two publishing houses that were like in business, then they merged, and both of them were like the assistants to the CEO. But then, when like during the merger, they were like, we're gonna offer like a new position or something. They were like, oh, both you have to like propose something and like compete for the same position pretty much. But like before that, like you were right, they hated each other. But then like there's also like sexual tension underneath.
She looked like she was being seduced.
I said that.
Yeah,
She's right.
because he's like really hot. I'll give you both a point because you're both like.
What?
No, because they got like.
They got one thing.
Yeah, from
Hey.
the cover. I think this game is a little whack.
They missed an entire character.
I think
Yeah.
your book was so much easier than ours.
Yeah, because like it's harder when I should have given you both like the same like genre. Because I feel like it's easier with being with contemporary.
Okay, in that case, I can understand why you give us both the point. Because like you don't have a fair comparison between
Because
both
it's
our
contemporary and
genres,
fantasy.
yeah.
Just take it.
Okay.
Okay, so the camera died, so we just took a break, but now we're back, but the light is gone, so just deal with that.
Hence the lighting change.
This is gonna be the last like serious round, then we have a little surprise.
Fun one.
So this one is called The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender.
Okay, so Ava Lavender's our main
Someone
character.
start the timer.
So does she live somewhere exotic?
No.
Maybe.
No.
I don't
An
know.
absolute gem, inexplicably beautiful.
Okay.
So it's like
something
I think it's
beautiful.
poetic. This,
Okay.
The
The
like,
story.
The story, what she's
Yeah.
going through, like she's
Yeah.
kind of poetic. Maybe she writes poems. or,
no, no,
It's just like
No,
it's
not like
it's
that.
A heartwarming, poetic.
like okay.
like a
Okay.
poetic piece of literature.
What is it?
Ava
The strange
Lavender.
and beautiful sorrows. So I don't.
I feel like this is just going through her life, and like there must have been like some sort of like sad things that happened.
One of her parents probably died.
Is this
Yeah,
wait, she said these
or
were
like-
the same like genre. What genre do we think this is?
This is like realistic
Mystery?
fiction.
Not Miss.
It's like generally realistic fiction, I think.
Nice use of context clues.
Okay, so why is this feather here? You think?
It might be some sort of like motif that appears throughout
Yeah.
the book, like maybe
no.
like
Oh, no.
feathers are
We were looking at the wrong.
maybe like
Um,
feathers are like related to like the person that she loses, and like or like they
How
were,
she
like,
remembers that.
or they were like a bird person, like what's it called, an
Ooh.
ornithologist.
Is that the word for it?
What?
Okay.
Like they studied birds.
Sure.
Isn't that ornithology?
No, that's not part of this.
Okay.
That's not part of our story. She's like moving through this loss.
15 seconds.
Is what
Oh no,
she's
we have not said
studying.
anything about
Yeah, wait, okay.
So she's moving through this loss, and she's like
She
learning
keeps
about.
seeing this motif and it's keeping her going. And it's like about her dealing with these struggles and learning to love herself and the situation that she's
5
in.
seconds.
And
then
growing from it.
Yes.
Mm.
Sure. We said
We
nothing
did.
of substance.
So,
So tired.
you guys like just ignored the fact that I told you it was wacky.
Oh!
So Ava Lavender is the main character, but we also get to see like flashbacks of
Is she
like
actually dead?
no, like her mom and her grandma and her great grandma. Like we see like her like
Her lineage.
yeah,
her
we see, like-
matriarchal lineage.
yeah, we see the matriarchal lineage. What even happens? I read this book like 2 years ago. Well, okay, so the basic premise is that the girl Ava Lavender was born with wings.
Oh.
So
The feather.
Like real
Okay.
wings?
yeah, like
flying
for real wings, like they're growing out of her back. Like there's a lot of themes of like love and lost love as well.
We
And
said that. We said themes of loss.
there's also themes of sexual assault. The wings could be like a metaphor for
We did say they were a
Oh.
motif of symbol.
Yes, you did say that. This is so bad. I don't remember what happens in this book.
Well, not what we said.
This is basically not what we said.
There is a theme of guys not doing the right thing, like being
oh.
being.
It feels like it's been years since we've last been on the camera.
Hello, everyone. I'm still Shannon.
And I'm still Aria. And
You're
you're watching
Disney
Disney Channel.
Along those same lines, the next book is The Astonishing Color of After.
Oh, the after. So it's about like the afterlife. So it's maybe like about like heaven, like colors. Wait, what's this say? Oh, that's the author.
Yeah.
So there's something with a swan. So I feel like swan represents like the beauty of life. So I feel like that's goes with like the motif of like the
Yeah.
afterlife.
Brilliantly crafted with heart-wrenching beauty and candor. A very special book by John Green.
By John Green.
No, he
Oh.
said that.
So what's the main character? We have to be specific,
Okay.
not vague. Maybe her name's Swan,
Okay.
or her last name's
Like-
Swan, or I don't know what that is.
Okay.
A pelican? Is that a pelican?
No.
Okay, either way. Okay, so maybe there's 3 main characters.
Okay. 3 main characters.
No, there's only one
Okay, 1 main character.
named Elizabeth.
Okay.
Maybe she's
Yeah.
thinking back to her life. Like maybe she's already dead. She's
yes,
thinking back on everything.
Yeah, so she's describing the afterlife.
Yeah, and then she's realizing maybe she like thought she had a really bad life, but by like experiencing everything again, she realizes that she had like a beautiful life full of color. And I feel like for some reason she misses her mom. Like I don't know. Like I feel like she did something bad to her mom, and like seeing back, like maybe this is a story of her like reflecting on her life and seeing maybe like redoing like what she did to her mom, Leslie.
Leslie.
And then
Why
yeah.
not? Alright.
Well, there is a bird,
Yeah.
but like the detail that I was like, was the mom. The main character, I think her name is Lee. I think.
Oh wait, Elizabeth. Elise.
This takes place after her mom commits suicide.
Oh, so that death was in there. We just got the wrong death.
She is like obviously like going through that like grief and stuff, but she swears that her mom like instead of dying like turned into a bird, and like she sees this bird and she's like convinced that like it's supposed to like tell her something and like help her like move through it or like help bring her back. I don't know. Like she's like convinced that this bird means something, but everyone around her is like, "Are you okay?" It is kind of like not necessarily how like she treated her mom, but more so like we get to see kind of 2 perspectives. There's like 2 timelines, like before the mom died and then like after.
Just like looking for Alaska, right?
I haven't read Looking for Alaska. One explored like her mom's like depression, also kind of her childhood, like because her mom's from Taiwan, so I guess like kind of with like the pressure of her parents. She heard like her husband was like white, so there was like kind of like tension there. But then in like the present day part, she decides to like go to Taiwan to visit her grandparents to try to learn more about her mother, because she realizes that like there's probably a lot of stuff going on that she didn't know about when she was alive.
Reflecting about
I'm gonna give you the point because that was
Pretty good. I will admit.
We kind of said nothing.
I don't know why. I just had a feeling that there was something with the parent.
So this last round, I thought it'd be funny because like we all read like the OGYA stuff. So I feel like it'd be funny if we I made them rewrite OGYA stuff, and I had to judge which one I liked better. Okay, so you guys have to rewrite the Hunger Games.
Okay, so just based on the title again.
Just based on
Yeah, maybe just based on the title and the cover,
Okay.
try to figure something
Okay,
out.
so how about there's this big feast at the end of a big festival?
Yes,
And-
the Hunger Games.
Yeah. And how about not an alternative universe
Okay.
where maybe you can only eat once a year.
Yes.
So they can only eat once a year, and this has to be the
Yes.
grandest feast because they have to
Yes.
fill themselves. It's not like they have to fight for the food,
Yeah.
but they have to find the food. This one ruler
Scavenge.
yeah, and eat how about the town mayor hides the food throughout the town, and you have to find it, and let's make this interesting. Maybe there's only enough food
So
for
it's
a certain amount of people.
Maybe the most dangerous game where it's fight each other.
No fighting. This is a very
kind of. If you're competing for limited food, there's fighting involved.
but killing is not allowed
I didn't say
in this
killing.
world. The only way that you can die is if you starve.
Oh. Okay.
And then how about on the Hunger Game? How about it's also after you feast, you have to have a big celebration,
Yeah.
and you have to try to create a child to replace the people who starved. No, how about in this world, the day of the Hunger Games
So there's the Hunger Games, but then the
Yeah,
day
that's,
after
is when everyone else died. The people who didn't get to eat, that's their time. So then they
Okay.
die if whoever didn't get the food. So the next day you have to
they
try
actually
to
murder them.
they starve to death.
Just
Because
on
they
that
can
day.
only wait a year.
Okay.
So since the
so
last
they're
time they
the
ate.
way their
Wait,
bodies
what?
work.
Yeah. So then
How does the Mockingjay fit in?
that's the symbol of the town. It's called Mockingjay Town.
Okay.
So and then the next day is also it's called the Sex Games.
I was gonna say that.
It's how about a week-long event of games. So the first day is the Hunger Games when you eat. The second day is
The
Sex Games.
Where you
And then the other day
based on what
15
food you
seconds.
get,
Yeah.
how you find it. That's
Yeah!
actually-
Wait, and then what the characters? How about it revolves around someone named Niscat? And then it's her journey, because this is it's her
Yes.
journey.
Yes, it's her journey.
This annual game.
Okay, time's up. Team Snap. Snip? Snap.
Snip,
Snip.
but snap.
Snip, snap.
Snip, snap,
okay.
patty work.
Is gonna have The Fault in Our Stars.
Okay.
Okay, so I want this to be high fantasy. We're flipping it up, and it's gonna take place in the stars, obviously.
Well, yes.
It's like a spaceship. It's like
It's
a world.
are the stars ripping apart.
No.
It's like the universe is coming apart.
No, okay, so we're gonna take an idea from Divergent. There's these factions in space,
Okay.
and they all have a different
like
job.
planets, different
Yeah.
planets of people.
They all have a different job of maintaining
Of,
Their
the
space.
stars.
Yes.
And they all have to, it's they have little brooms and they have to clean
sweep
up the stars. That's their job. But there's a fault because
Wait,
Oh, there's a flaw in the society, and
So
our main character
there's
finds it.
a group that governs new stars are made and old stars are thrown away. But what if someone wants to take all of the broken
and
stars
keep
and
them
make them?
because the stars give you power.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
And it's very dark. Everyone's dying at all seconds. There's no happiness in this world.
There's the center of the planets which have all the rich people that run the universe,
And this
the outsides have all the poor
This
people.
star
that
universe
die.
hates women. They hate women at all moments. And so what we have to try to do is topple this society.
So we followed this.
So we find
Girl.
a woman, obviously.
Yeah,
What's
she
her
has
name?
Star.
Estrella. Star in Spanish.
What's her name?
Estrella.
Her name's Estrella.
That's how you say star in Spanish. I'm gonna look so stupid if that's not.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
So,
Is anyone timing this?
Oh.
Anyway, so her goal, because she wants to be a star and she wants to shine like a star.
Absolutely. Of course.
But everyone's like, no, you dumb idiot, because you're a girl. And
All
you
you're allowed
can't
to do
this.
is sweep.
Yes.
You have to sweep the stars.
Sweep the
You're
stars.
not allowed.
Sweep the extra hydrogen away.
Aw.
No.
Anyway, so she's like sweeping one day and she happens to see the bad guy like hoarding the stars and like keeping the
Because it's a
powers.
mystery. They don't know who's taking it.
Yeah,
she
she
figures
sees
it out.
she sees like a shadow
By
figure
accident.
like stealing
She
stars.
does it by
and she's
accident.
like,
And
yeah.
she's like
happening.
hiding.
And
So
she gets
it's
like
it's
her best friend.
it's like the first 20 pages, this scene, because it's very integral to the plot line.
Yes.
It's her seeing this happen, but nobody believes her.
Except one person. Who believes
Her girlfriend. Her girlfriend believes. Or no, it's not her girlfriend
They're
yet.
best friends. They
We're setting it up.
We'll
They're like, we're
get there.
setting it up. And that's the only person that's ever believed it. And so the plot line centers around her telling this girl, and they team up together. They fall in love along the way, and they save the entire universe.
The end.
I don't want to give a winner because I feel like there's no way to judge.
Was there way to judge any of this?
10 extra bonus points.
I'll give it to you, the Team Snip.
So now we're tied.
Now we're tied. Yeah, and it's over.
Everybody wins.
Yay! Already get in the frame.
That was a command.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Why are you taking my outfit?
I just wanted to make a you can do it. You can do it.
It's okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that game. It was not structured well at all. My
No,
fault.
Yara, you did really good.
Yeah,
Yara,
you did
you were
wonderful.
so great.
Yara.
Thank you so much.
Wait,
What did we
Give
learn
your, like,
from
book
this video?
recommendation for the week.
That creative.
Don't
effect.
judge a book by its cover. Ha.
Oh.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Woo.
We did it.